Good morning. Hey, I am hopping on because one of the things that I wanted to do was kind of go through the foundations one by one with you and share a little bit more why they're so important. So today I'm going to start with hydration, and it's the number one out of the 9 foundations that I coach to and encourage people to establish. Hydration is so important. 60% of the human body, 50 to 60% of the human body is made up of water. And one of the challenges is that for a long time now, we've been drinking water, tap water, and that water is not in its original form. It is missing elements and electrolytes. It's missing some structure from being so sanitized that when we drink it, it doesn't prop our tissues up as it should. And there's that part of it. There's that a lot of people actually don't drink enough water. And I've heard people say that, oh, you need to drink to thirst, or you need to drink 64 ounces according to the American Heart Association. Well, that's for people who are in fluid overload and they're way beyond even any kind of homeostasis. But in my opinion, not medical advice, most people need to be consuming between 90 and 100 ounces of water or more, depending on their activity levels and the heat outside, with trace elements and electrolytes added back in. And because water has a molecular structure, and if it's not coming from a stream and a bubbling brook that's running over rocks and being exposed to sunshine and picking up those particles along the way that actually make water helpful for us, in the other side of it, it can dehydrate us because it's so bland. So if we're drinking too much water, particles follow the path of least resistance. So your body is full of particles. And if you're drinking water that doesn't have its original molecular structure or elements to suspend it, you actually can be pulling particles from the body and flushing them. Speaking of flushing, the other thing that hydration does is if you have dry skin can be a sign of liver congestion, but it can also just be a sign of you're not getting enough water. And so your skin is shrinking and shriveling and not expanding at its full capacity. So it has to flake off. So there's different reasons for dry skin, but the first thing you could address, and it's free, is to drink spring water. Or you can drink water that's filtered and you can add elements back in, not quite free, but close. The other thing that water does is it helps us detox. It's the thing that flushes our kidneys and our liver and our blood, and it creates like flow throughout the body. And if 60% of you is made of water and you're getting half the amount that you should be getting every day, you're probably not actually flushing toxins or your fat stores or any of that. So hydration is number one. And I'm probably missing some other key points, but in my mind, those are what come to the top of my mind of like why hydration is so important. If you want to learn more about my foundations and how essential they are to being able to have optimized health, I am taking on 2 clients right now. There's a discovery call form I have everybody fill out, so that we can make sure we're a good match for each other, and I can know more about you during the discovery call. The call is free. You have lots of time to decide if you want to work with me or not. There's never any pressure. I want it to be a good fit for both of us, but I invite you to check it out, because what I've discovered is that having these foundations in place, these 9 foundations, makes your health journey it accelerates it. It makes it work smarter, not harder, and you can do all kinds of more things in your health, and it frees you up to be able to refine that journey way more. So anyways, I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you more about foundation number 2 tomorrow.